Good. So what you're seeing now is a very, very early pass that we did in the geo. It's all gray. It's kind of getting the flow and the the pacing of the first few minutes of the DLC.
And about the only thing that's visible right now is this gray box where we're trying to solidify what are the basic ideas that we want to do with the architecture and the spaces in this new version of Rapture. This is the very first time that we had actually built any playable spaces in the new style of Rapture that we're working with now. So things like giant vertical spaces, slick materials, solid walls that sort of undulate in that streamlined style. And now you can see in this finalized footage how that aesthetic carried through into the polished, finished product.
And changed a lot, too. I mean, you can definitely see the difference as well.
Something else is that in that first clip that you saw, all that vista geometry out there, that grand vista over the city was just one two-dimensional card, like a matte painting in a movie. But now, in the finalized version, we were able to build out that whole cityscape in 3D.
We really wanted to make the, like Rapture feel really alive and populated with people, and very bright and open, like Rapture would have been before the fall.
And the pacing of these spaces is important too. We try to divide up each major space with a little bit of interstitial space so the player can catch their breath in between digesting these major visual statements.
Red means stop, green means go. This is the rule.
And we'll do a lot of things with varying the lighting temperature and the color palette that you go through. So for instance, this corridor that connects two major spaces, we brought the lighting and the colors way down into dark, cool palette.
And it kind of sets you up for this next scene, which reveals the Big Daddy and their function in Rapture, and then it gets bright again, afterwards. So we're kind of playing with the level of intensity of lighting and color.
Structuring that sequence.
Yeah.
And now we're back into this glaring champagne, warm light that really communicates, the society at its peak. Putting major statement pieces like this right in the player's path is something that we try to do to keep the focus on, make sure that the player is really getting those major statements, like digesting them properly.
Funny.
What?
You're not knowing about the Little Sisters. How long have you been in Rapture?
Let's just say I don't get out much.
We did a lot of playing around with materials and surfaces with this DLC too, to get this really clean chrome look on everything. Our technical artist Spencer made a whole new shader network for this to get that really glamour, reflective surfaces out of the architecture.
Getting that sleek, polished marble and chrome finish to everything was something that we saw happening in the most all the examples we looked at of glamorous Art Deco spaces in the real world, something we wanted to translate into our version of Rapture.